Hello, KPC Fellowship. My name is Mark Fedio, and I'm a sophomore at Brewster High School. So, I was 3 years old when my dad left me for the first time. Now, I'm sure most of you know my dad and are saying, wait a minute. So, no, that isn't what it sounds like. I was 3 when my dad went on his first mission trip. Since then, he's been on over a dozen mission trips with my siblings and I, both internationally and domestically. I think it's fair to say that I grew up with service more or less ingrained in me. So when Deborah asked me to speak on what service meant to me, I obviously said yes. It was actually my mom who agreed for me, but that's another story. To me, service is really about the memories. Going to a foreign country and mixing cement during a week off from school or work probably isn't too many people's idea of a fun time, and nor is it mine. But being able to think back fondly to helping people and making a difference is great. Now, mission trips and midnight runs are definitely the most obvious and go-to examples of service. And given my youth and the current circumstances of the world, my first-hand experience with those activities are quite limited. But I see the significance on smaller scales as well. It seems like quite often, my dad asks me if I'm free to help him work on something, usually here. And I won't lie and say it's almost always my personal pride that makes me agree to, but never have I looked back on helping out and regretted it. Let's face it, I was going to be playing video games or procrastinating doing homework otherwise. So I think the big question is, why not? Why not give a community a hand? Why not get a little dirty? Why not make a memory to be proud of? And that's what service means to me. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Allison Parker, and I'm a senior. My family started coming to KPC when I was baptized 16 years ago, and I feel that our involvement and connection with the church has gotten stronger each year. For me personally, I felt connected to my peers in Bibles and Bagels during our weekly conversations in the youth room upstairs, on midnight and breakfast runs in New York City, and when we come together for special events at the church, like when we helped distribute the Advent and Lenten boxes in the church driveway last year, and when we lead the liturgy during the Christmas pageant and June Jubilee services. I've also enjoyed helping in Sunday school classes, assisting with young kids who love to play, to the middle school classes where we explore all kinds of topics and stories. The best part is when the kids are excited to see us and want to hang out with the assistants. The other most meaningful aspect of being part of KPC is the friendships and special relationships we make. One of my favorite times at the church is during coffee hour, when I get to catch up with some of the most caring and supportive people I know. Where else can I make friends from other schools? And with a generation older than myself and half a generation younger. I'll be honest, this is one of the main reasons I like to come to church, and I will always cherish the special relationships I've made. This welcoming and kind-hearted feeling extends beyond the church as I run into friends around town and in other settings. It's always nice to see a friendly smile, a wave, and to chat. This was especially meaningful during COVID, when it was nice to still feel connected to the church and the people here. After attending online services, I would rush to my computer to join Bibles and Bagels on Zoom, which was set up by our wonderful advisor, Ms. Lang. For 40 minutes, we would reconnect while sharing our joys and concerns, talking about our week, playing games, and planning ways we could serve our church family and help others through service projects. Although we were distant, we still felt a purpose and connection to KPC and one another. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I'm Harton Brunkaj. I'm a 12th grader at Solmers High School, and I've been part of Bibles and Bagels this is my 4th year. Being part of the high school youth group here at this church has been very important to me. A goal in our youth group and in our church as a whole is making God's love visible, helping one another, and being a good influence in this world. One way I've been able to achieve this has been supporting our technology services in this church. It feels great to be able to get our church service out into the world for anyone to see and hear. I know for a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, when everybody was at home, stuck, couldn't do much, couldn't come here, they relied on our Facebook Live and our Zoom meetings to be in church when they couldn't be here and connect with other people in our church. I'm also helping our church through being a youth elder, where I work with other elders. This high school youth group that I've been part of for the last 4 years has helped me grow, and it has given me the opportunity to help and serve on our technology services and as a youth elder. And I want to thank Deborah Lang for doing that, and members of the church for supporting me and nominating me for the youth elder role. When I was under a lot of stress, people in Bibles and Bagels helped me. I went through a lot, and when my family went through a crisis, as I call it, the entire church was by my side and by my family's side, supporting me along the way. Members made God's love not only visible, but very tangible, that helped us survive. This church has always made my life and my family's life better, and I want to return the favor in any way possible. Thank you.